Hello, my loves. Welcome. We are live. Let me give this just a moment to give whoever's ready to join live an opportunity to hop on and join us live. And as you catch this, of course, as always, say hello. Let me know you're here. I love to see who's tuning in. And if you're catching the replay or you're catching this on another platform, say hello too, so I can get to know you. There's a message, and my hair's not even all the way dry yet. I like to air dry my hair, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to, let my hair dry and then I'll hop on. But for some reason, the energy that's coming through, there's a slight sense of urgency. And so I was like, okay, let me just go on and deliver this message because I know someone needs to hear it. Hello to whoever's hopping on. Say hello so I can see who's here. And so, yeah, another channeled message, I'm going to be using notes because lately that's how it's wanting to flow through. This is specifically for those of you who are in a spiritually based business. So I'm talking to those of you who are coaches, healers, something along those lines. Of course, if this is resonating and you're not that, take this if it's for you, of course. And it's for those of you who've been asking to see movement and you're feeling stagnant, either just no movement at all, feeling really lost and confused, like I'm called, why is this not happening? Or you're maybe at a plateau or things aren't working the same way they used to. We're going to dig into that a little bit later. And so the reframe that Spirit's offering, let's just dive right into this, is that what's going on right now for many of you is it looks like it's not going according to plan. Things aren't going the way you want them to, and this is happening for a reason. It's specific. It is designed specifically in order to bring you deeper into alignment with your heart, with your truth, with your purpose, and with Spirit. Okay, so it's important to understand when we're moving into our soul work, it's a lot bigger than us, right? And it's not to say that you can't have goals. It's not to say that, you can't decide how much money you want to let in, what kinds of containers you want, how many clients, all of that. It's not to say that. But there is a level to this where we need to surrender to what wants to be birthed through us. And there is a process. And it's a season of expansion for many of you. And I'm just going to use a little analogy from the Bible. If you're not religious, don't be turned off by this at all. I'm just going to draw a parallel here. It's reminding me of in the Bible when in Exodus, when God's leading the Israelites out of slavery, freeing them from the Egyptians and taking them into the promised land, right? They don't just automatically end up in the promised land. They go through the desert. God leads them into the wilderness, and they're at this point where they're we have no map for this. We don't hear the voice of God. We're confused. It looks like we're going to die. We don't have food or water. It would be better to go back to the Egyptians, to go back to being a slave, because at least we had our needs met. At least we knew what to expect. And I'm feeling that a lot of you are feeling that way. You're okay, I'm following my heart. I've gone where I've been led, and why is it not panning out? Why does it seem quiet? Why do I not have a map? Why can I not see? And what's going on? And I'm feeling this collectively. So of course, if this resonates, let me know. Let us know. So whoever this is for knows they're not alone. This is the season of expansion. And when we're being led to step into more, it's not comfortable. We will be stretched. And it's you're moving into uncharted territory. So of course your mind is going to freak out a little bit because it doesn't see the whole path ahead. You're going somewhere you've never gone before. And so if you're feeling isolated, if you're feeling you're not getting the help you need, you're feeling confused, it's actually a gift. Spirit is doing this very intentionally to give you the opportunity to dive really deeply into yourself. Because this next phase is going to require you to operate off your intuition. This next phase is going to require you to hold more of your power than ever before. It's going to require you to strengthen your faith. It's requiring a new version of you. So part of what happens when we are being called into our next level is it's not just oh yeah, let me decide I want this. It's no, you have to become it because you're the one that births it. So you literally have to change at a cellular level. Okay, so this often looks scary. There's no I'm just going to read my notes here. There's no physical map or rule book. When your heart leads you into the desert, into the wilderness, just for this example, is to prepare you for everything you asked for. Okay. And so oftentimes, just to reiterate, it's going to feel like you're being isolated, and this is intentional. There's a period where things need to fall away, things need to die, and this creates space for the new. And of course you know this, right? Loud airplane overhead, hopefully you can hear me. Of course you know this, but in order to get to where you're going, you cannot bring the baggage of the past. And so this requires you to be okay to expand your ability to sit with the discomfort of feeling empty, of feeling lost, of feeling confused, okay? Because this being empty, so the old needs to die away, then we need to sit in this emptiness in order for things to be restructured, okay? Because you literally need to become a new version of yourself. And as you do this, what's simultaneously happening is you're also being expanded so that you can receive. And for those of you specifically, this was a specific message that came through. For those of you who feel like it's taking a long time, hello, Stephanie, welcome. Feel like it's taking a long time, this is a gift. And it's giving you the opportunity to prepare yourself, and Spirit saying expect it to be bigger than what you've been asking for. So just to know that with great blessings come great responsibility, right? It's, we can see where Spirit's leading us, we can see our dreams, but it's up to us to intentionally align and get our human in line with the vision, okay? So those of you who are feeling like this is resonating, what you're being called to do is to take your preparation period more seriously, okay? And they're saying that with love. Let me flip to the next little bit here. A lot of this is going to be shifting out of your head and moving into the heart space and into your body. Moving beyond the physical realm. This is how you access the infinite intelligence within you. This is how you unleash your magnetism. This is how you get to your gold, your true pure potential. This is like stepping beyond the realm of logic, right? Beyond understanding and reasoning. Reasoning and understanding is how we separate ourselves from God, from our spirit, from source, right? It's moving beyond the realm of time and space, moving beyond the physical and the seen and the logic, and stepping into the miracle zone, okay? And this is not something that just happens, right? We don't just pray for miracles and it happens. It's something that we strategically position ourselves to receive. And so what I mean by that is we use our free will to choose to move into this new space that we have never been before, and then we do the internal work to energetically align. And part of this will be taking action in the physical, but what's been coming through specifically is many of you are taking action in the physical and it's not getting results. So let me lean into that a little bit. So and this is exactly what we're going to be working through in Desire Queen. And I'm feeling that this round specifically is going to be for those of you who are either in your purpose or being called to step into your purpose. And so how this may be playing out for some of you, how this message may be resonating, is you may be like how I was, where it was like I was doing all the things and nothing was working. And it was actually a blessing, because Spirit was like, no way, Hannah, you're a projector. So human design, I'm a projector. Spirit was like, you're literally not energetically wired to hustle. So it was like, no matter how much I hustled, nothing was happening, no results. No matter how much I tried to work and become better, it wasn't working, because I needed to go deeper within myself. So some of you may be at that point where you're like, I'm doing all the things, I'm just keep doing what I know to do, but nothing's changing. And that's a sign that you need to go deeper, right? We can't access the next level still operating the same. We need to really be stretched and expanded and step into that unknown. For others of you, you may find that either you're plateauing, right? So maybe you've created a certain level of success and you're plateauing, and you're understanding that in order to go to this next level, in order to break through that glass ceiling, it's energetic work that needs to be done. Like the energetic is what's going to get you there. So you're understanding that to break through, you need to do that. And for another group of you, this may be showing up for you like you used to be able to manifest doing things a certain way, and you're finding that either it's working less and less, like you're physically getting less results, and you're like, I don't know what to do, like my old ways aren't working. Or you've built a business, you've built success in one way, but it's not filling you up here, right? It's not filling your heart. You're not feeling fulfilled, and your soul's crying out for more. So those are kind of like the three groups I was being shown, like, of how this may be playing out for you. And this is all, whoever's resonating with this is for you. You are in a period of expansion. Spirit, your soul, your heart is leading you to expand, whatever that looks like for you. So whether that's finally taking that leap and stepping into your soul purpose, whether that's finally getting movement in your business, or if it's like reaching that next level, or changing the way you're doing things and doing this in a more heart-centered way that really honors you and your energy. Okay. Side note, I have written here, channeled song for some of you is John Mayer, The Heart of Life. Okay, and there's a line in there, I don't remember all the lyrics, but there's a line in there that talks about how fear is a friend who's misunderstood. So that the lyrics, the song may resonate with you. Hello, Barbie. Barbie, yes. Welcome. Sorry. It's like my ring light's bright trying to read that. Okay. So what Spirit's also saying is that this is not a time to lean back. This is a time to press in more, deeper into yourself, deeper into your calling, deeper into your heart, deeper in your connection to yourself, your higher self, your inner being, however you resonate with that, God, universe, you know. So there's a lot of confusion sometimes around being in the feminine, like, oh, just lean back, just be in the feminine and just receive. But if you're not receiving, that's a sign that you need to press in more. And this message is very specific today. And so whoever's resonating with this, it's not a time to lean back. It's a time to press in, and actually pressing more into your healing, going deeper within yourself, trusting yourself, accessing your power, accessing your intuition is feminine energy. That's what creates the space. That's what like clears out your vessel to receive. So it's not a time to sit back. That's actually for many people a trauma response. That's the freeze mode, and that's not what's being asked of you right now. Okay, that's not, this next level requires next level movement. It requires taking that leap. Many of you are up against an edge, right? Your growth edge, and it's your free will. Like, you access this through choosing with your free will to jump, even when it feels scary, even when you don't see the full path ahead. Okay. You're being asked to step into the fire so that you can be purified and prepared. And the word that came through was refined. So this is for those of you who've been doing the work and you're like, what's going on? It's this next level. You're being asked to really lean into the discomfort here, okay? And again, this is not to be confused with like, oh, lean back, be in your feminine. For many of you who are resonating with this message, that's freeze mode. And that's actually that's like a trap of the ego to keep you stuck, right? It wants to keep you safe, but that does not bring acceleration, expansion, and growth and receiving. Okay, so this is the time to choose yourself and your healing and your purpose. That concludes my notes. So let me just take a moment to share with you, if this is resonating and this is something that you are desiring support around, something where your heart is calling you to get support and guidance with, I'm going to share with you Desire Queen. So Desire Queen is an accelerated manifestation program. I call it my quantum manifestation program, because it's where we collapse time. So just to pre-qualify here, this is not for someone who's not ready to put in the work. This is not for someone who has not been doing their basic alignment. This is for those of you who've been on the journey and are feeling the call, and you're like, it's time to quicken. It's time to see results. It's time for me to start collapsing time. It's time for me to go deeper. Because here's what I can tell you, my loves, each and every one of you, I can promise you this, whether or not you understand this yet or not, have gold within you. And if you've been doing the work and you've been seeing some results, but you're not really, like, things aren't really flowing, it's just you haven't gone deeper enough. So this is a 6-week experience where I lead you through the really deep inner alchemy. And this is where my intention is to activate you to fully see your gifts, to fully own your worth, to really access your power and your gold and your magic, because that's where all your magnetism comes from. It's not easy getting to the gold. I'm not going to lie. It's not easy. And that's why I love offering support in this, because, we only know what we know. We only are able to really, typically, this is what I found, this is my opinion, but we're typically only able to do our healing on our own up until a certain point. I do believe there's a time where we're called to step into community and be around people who are going to activate and expand us. Okay. And so if you're resonating with this message of feeling like you're in the desert, like you're like, I am in the wilderness, and you want to quicken, and you're like, I know I have big dreams. I know I believe my vision. I know I'm called, and I know that my work and my purpose is needed, or I know that I'm meant to do this in a more flowy, easy way, then this would be a wonderful program for you. And I would love to have you join us. Okay. So it's 6 weeks. I want to give a few more details while I'm live, because it's all on the, most of it's on the like sales page, but some people haven't heard me speak about this. So for those of you who are interested, I'm going to give a little more detail here. So the way it's set up is, one, I'm keeping the group really small because I take you really deep, and I can't do that for me energetically if it's a large group. So it's small, the spaces are limited. I'm capping this round at like 7, 8 max. There's a VIP upgrade option, and I have 4 spaces open for that. So that is if you are desiring to have a Voxer, I call it the Voxer Vortex. So this is where we're in a group chat Monday through Friday, shifting. So every time resistance comes up, we're shifting it, we're reframing it, celebrating your wins, all the things. So that's if you're desiring extra support. But the way the program works is that each week I am sending you teaching, learning content, journaling prompts, action steps, soul work for you to be doing. And then we have coaching calls that are like typically around 90 minutes. And I do these via Zoom so that we can actually interact. And this is why it's good to keep the group small, so you get to really open up. I know some people just do theirs through Facebook, and that's fine, but I like to actually be able to interact and go back and forth between you. What you can expect on those calls is deep embodiment and integration, and helping you shift whatever you're feeling stuck around. I also like to do clearings and activations and healings, all of the things. So we just vibe with whatever's coming up and really help you take it deeper. Okay, so if you know that this is something you desire, reach out to me. I'd be happy to send you the link. Like I said, the spaces are limited because I keep it small. Right now, the projected start date is right around the first week of October. However, if it fills up and that feels complete, even if it's less than 7 or 8 people, I'll just know intuitively when it's full. So if it fills up before then, sorry for the loud noise. I don't know if you can hear me. Let's give it a minute. If it fills up before the first week of October, we'll start. So as soon as I get the go ahead, as soon as we're full, as soon as it's ready, I'm ready to rock and roll with you guys. So we'll get started. I am offering, for those of you who know that you want to save your spot, I'm offering from now until Sunday. I am gifting you, if you sign up either pay in full or a payment plan, however you sign up, I'm gifting you my self-paced program, Emotional Rehab, completely free. That is yours, lifetime access. So you'll have that to start working on if you desire before we step into the mastermind, and you'll be able to access that after. What this program is it's deep emotional healing. I lead you through how to really navigate triggers, how to really heal your emotions, and heal any patterns of self-sabotage. And this is specifically also, if this is not limited to those of you who've gone through trauma or abuse, but if you have, this will be excellent for you as well. This is a big part of my work because that's what I had to lead myself through, and I know that a lot of the women who come into my world are healing similar issues too. Okay, so this is where I teach you really the emotional intelligence and emotional mastery. So that is my gift to you, for those of you who are ready to sign up and save your spot anytime this week through end of day on Sunday. Okay, is there anything else? That feels complete. I will continue to share what's coming through later this week. Reach out to me if you have any questions, if you would like to sign up. If this resonated with you, let me know down below. I love connecting with you, and I am sending you so much love. Keep going. You are called. Your work is important. Your soul work is going to initiate you more than anything else. And if you are feeling this and you're desiring support, I am here for you 100%. Okay, I'm sending you love. Bye.